If you have been looking at adjustable dumbbells for weeks and feel more confused with every option you find, stick around because I am about to save you a ton of research time. I have broken down the 7 best adjustable dumbbells available in Europe so you know exactly which one fits your training style, your space, and your budget. All the links are down in the description so you can go straight to whichever one catches your eye. Let's get into it. We are kicking things off with the Brain Gain 4th generation, and honestly, these are the most complete package you can buy right now. You get 3 versions to choose from depending on your level: the 23.5 kilo, the 32.5 kilo, and the absolute beast at 41.5 kilos per dumbbell. The mechanism is a concentric twist built right into the handle, so you switch weight in about 1 second without putting anything down. What I think is brilliant about this design is that the dumbbell gets shorter when you select lighter weights and longer when you go heavy. Picture yourself doing a seated Arnold press with 20 kilos per side. With most adjustable dumbbells, the shell clashes against your torso on the way up. With the Brain Gain, that simply does not happen because the size adapts to the actual weight. The Gen 4 handle comes with a 34mm diameter, thinner than the previous generation, which improves grip and control on every rep. The industrial chrome finish looks stunning and gives you a secure hold that works great with chalk. The base is rigid plastic, so these are designed to be placed back with control, not slammed down. Treat them with basic care and you have got near professional-grade dumbbells for years to come. Now, a name you almost certainly recognize, the Bowflex Select Tech. These were basically the dumbbells that brought the adjustable concept to the mainstream. You have several configurations available: the 2 to 24 kilo model, the 4 to 41 kilo model, and even a kettlebell version from 3.5 to 18 kilos. They work with 2 rotating dials on the ends, and the weight distribution feels very balanced, almost like traditional fixed dumbbells. The lighter model allows increments of just over 1 kilo, which is fantastic for progressing on smaller muscle groups like the lateral deltoid. That said, there is something you should know. There was recently a major recall affecting units from earlier generations due to a retention tab failure. If you go for these, make sure you are getting the most recent generation. The length of the dumbbell stays the same regardless of the weight you select, so they work best for wide-range movements like bench press or chest-supported rows, where the extra length does not get in the way. And wait, because this next one might surprise you with what it offers. If your thing is metabolic circuits or cardio-style training with weights and you do not want to spend a fortune, the Drypex dumbbells are fantastic. They come in 2 options, the 11 kilo and the 24.5 kilo. What makes them special is the material. Solid forged steel plates in a single piece, no welds, and no cement filler. This means they are far more compact than most budget dumbbells, where the plates are huge blocks of filled plastic. Imagine you are doing a fast circuit in your living room. Snatches, thrusters, Romanian deadlifts, all chained together with no rest. With oversized dumbbells, you would be hitting your legs constantly. With the Drypex, because the center of mass sits close to your hand, everything flows and you reduce wrist strain. Racking them back takes a bit of precision because the grooves are narrow, but once you get the hang of it, the movement becomes automatic. Compared to the Brain Gain, the Drypex tops out at a much lower weight ceiling, but they cost a fraction of the price, and the forged steel quality is better than what you find in models at twice the cost. For anyone just starting out who wants safety as the absolute top priority, the DH FitLife dumbbells come from Germany and they take it seriously. The available model goes from 2 to 12 kilos with 5 weight levels. Their auto-lock system prevents you from removing the dumbbell from the base until every plate is properly engaged, which gives huge peace of mind, especially if you have never trained with this kind of equipment before. They carry European certifications, and the ergonomic non-slip handle is genuinely comfortable. The weight jumps sit at around 2.5 kilos, which might not sound like much, but when you need to go from 5 to 7.5 kilos on an isolation exercise, that 50% increase really hits. These are designed for people who value simplicity and safety above having a massive weight range, and for that purpose, they deliver. The manufacturer recommends not using them as push-up stands, so if you like combining calisthenics with your dumbbell work, keep that in mind. Now, this one is going to impress you. The Yahitech 12-in-1 is probably the best value for safety ratio on the budget end of the market. You get 4 maximum weight options to choose from: 12.5 kilos, 18 kilos, 24 kilos, and 40 kilos. They feature a double locking system that works in a really clever way. The dumbbell only unlocks when it is fully resting on the base under its own weight, making it physically impossible for a plate to come loose in mid-air. The difference compared to the Bowflex system is massive, because here the safety relies on gravity itself rather than plastic tabs. The plates are coated in polypropylene, so they make no noise when they touch and they protect your floor. Imagine you train in a flat with hardwood floors and neighbors below. With the Yahitech, you can get through your session knowing neither your floor nor your neighbors will suffer. The balance when doing curls or shoulder presses feels just like a fixed commercial gym dumbbell. For most people training at home, the 24-kilo version is more than enough, and if you are more advanced, the 40-kilo option gives you plenty of room. If what you want is to buy once and never think about dumbbells again, the PowerBlock Elite EXP are practically unbeatable. The design is radically different from everything else. Instead of gears and twists, they use a lateral magnetic pin that slides along color-coded guide rails. There are no fragile plastics inside, nothing that can break from an impact. Pure steel with heavy-duty powder coating. The base pair goes up to around 22.5 kilos, and you can buy expansion kits to reach roughly 40 kilos per dumbbell. The central grip is surrounded by support rails that form a kind of cage, and that allows something no other adjustable dumbbell offers, using them as a base for deep push-ups and renegade rows with total stability. I have tried these personally, and the feeling of solidity is on another level, like gripping an indestructible block of steel. There are people who have had theirs for over 15 years, and they still work like day one. The internal fine-tuning adder weights run on a slightly slower mechanism, so many users simply skip them and make bigger weight jumps, which is really no issue at all. We are closing with the Dumbbells, which offer up to 24 kilos with an impressive 15 levels of adjustment. Visually, they are the most elegant by far. Clean profile, no shells, no cages, no visible plastics. When they are working well, they feel exactly like commercial gym dumbbells, and that sensation is addictive. The internal mechanism uses high-density gears to pack 15 levels into a compact space, and that demands gentle handling, smooth descents into the base, deliberate turns, and zero hard impacts. Compared to the Brain Gain, which also use a concentric twist but with more robust internal components and a much wider weight range, the Dumbbells go all in on aesthetics and adjustment granularity. They are perfect if you value ultra-precise progression and treat your equipment with care. If your style is more aggressive and you would rather not think about how you set the dumbbells down, you will probably connect better with another model on this list. So, to wrap it up, if you train serious hypertrophy with drop sets and need to change weight instantly, the Brain Gain 4th generation in the 41.5 kilo version is the most complete choice. If you want something indestructible for life and you train hard, the PowerBlock Elite EXP have no rival. For maximum safety at a great price, the Yahitech with their double lock are very hard to beat. If your thing is fast cardio circuits, the Drypex with their compact forged steel will serve you brilliantly. For getting started without complications, the DH Fit Life. And if you want the best looking dumbbells with the most adjustment levels, the Dumbbells. Links are in the description, so you can go straight to each one. Hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.